And what are the three steps to succeed in meditation and mindfulness? A seeker, a person asked a teacher, what is the taste of highest mindfulness? Can you help me get it? So the master said, it is like a fish from aquarium enters into an ocean. It is like a bird freed from the cage, and the bird starts flying high above in the sky. We cannot fly in our life. The mind says limitations, conditioning. Mind says this person is responsible for my problem and the suffering. Because I don't have a conducive condition to live happily, that is why I am so sad. I cannot be cheerful because my cheerfulness depends on outer conditions of life. Understand, it is like a fish who breaks all the conditioning limitations of an aquarium and enters into an ocean totally free. That is the beauty of mindfulness and meditation. It is very small byproduct of mindfulness or meditation that it manages your anxiety, loneliness, stress, and other mental and emotional challenges, provided you succeed in mindfulness. No, I have done meditation today with you or with others. Some people say it is not for me. Other people say I don't get the result. Still others people say, eh? So what is the secret behind it? Behind the success of growing the seed that becomes a tree in an agricultural field. You plow the field, you add fertilizer, you sow the seed, you water it. Until then, your personal effort is required. After that, wait. The seed grows into sapling. That is the second major step of mindfulness or meditation, where you need not to do any personal effort. What you need to do? Just wait. But if you don't plow the field, what is the field? The mind. What happened to the mind? The mind has become sticky, dry, as if it has been in drought for the for seeking peace and happiness for so many days, weeks, and months. You have to add, first, you have to plow the mind, means you have to understand the mind, what is required and what is not required. When you plow the field, you get a lot of stones. Throw them up. Wrong notions that other is responsible for my suffering, for my pain. No, I don't want to do. You give me the practice, let me close my eyes and push me into the mindfulness. Can the seed become a tree overnight? What you are talking about? See that you plow the field of the mind. Then you have to add fertilizers. Fertilizers helps the seed to grow fast and to grow without having any problem. So that fertilizer for the mind is certain set of values and the experience without any object. Can you relax? Do you know what is relaxation? What is calmness? How to prevent a thought entering into the mind causing the wrong notion? They are the fertilizers. So we have to learn from a teacher. And we say, no, let me. The most important, then we have to water it. What is that? Water in the journey of meditation. Water seeps everywhere in the field of the mind. What is that water? That water that I should know whether the mind is working on me or I'm working on the mind. I have to learn it. And then we sow the seed of meditation by regular practice. And one day, what happens? You smile. You have an inner joy and the peace inside. You say, I got it. Have you heard the story Eureka, Eureka? I found it. I discovered it. The scientist who was taking a bath in a bathtub naked, and he was thinking about the principle, and there was a revelation when he was in the bathtub taking a bath naked. And a revelation took place, and he ran out of the bathroom naked into the street of Athens. I found it, I found it. So the second part is the revelation. How can you control the revelation? It has to happen on its own. We have to prepare it for it. I don't like it, it doesn't work. I like it, it doesn't work. So, what works in any journey of meditation or mindfulness? What exactly is the process? So, our masters laid down the three basic steps by listening and learning the principles. That principles contains the knowledge. We know knowledge is power. So what knowledge it contains? Why not the knowledge of physics and chemistry help me to manage my anxiety, or the knowledge of the biology? So the master answers in a very simple way. Suppose we all receive gifts. We have received our gifts in the past, and also we are going to receive some gifts from some dear and the near ones in the future. What are those gifts? They are objects. Pay attention. Why the first step, listening and learning, is important. The mind is totally heavily conditioned with those thoughts and wrong notions that do not help me in moving into peace and happiness. So I'm talking about the gift. Gift is an object. Suppose you get a diamond ring, diamond earring, gold ring. They are objects. You look at them, you enjoy them, you thank the person who has sent you the gift. They are simply objects. What kind of a knowledge that we get in the journey of mindfulness? Now, if someone gives you a gift, and what is that gift? It is a mirror, a glass. So, you see, there is a diamond ring. It may be a very costly gift someone has given you. And what I gave you? I gave you a mirror. What you do? Both are objects coming from outside. What you do with a ring? Oh, wear it, enjoy it, forget it. And someday your mind is upset. Ah, the diamond ring hardly has any value. On the other day, you like it, it has a great value. Now, the second object that I gave you, what is that? Mirror. Both are objects. You look at the diamond ring, but you look into the mirror. So, what happens when you look into the mirror? You are face to face with yourself. The journey of Eastern wisdom, from where the meditation has come, validated by more than 3,000 teachers and masters. That knowledge is a mirror that helps you to discover your essential nature. You look into the mirror. Are you cheerful? Are you in anxiety? Are you having loneliness? It tells you why, how. It explains you deeply. Provided you should be ready. No, I don't want to see the mirror. Give me the peace and happiness. Can that work? So the first step is learning and listening the principles. Second is, after having the principle, say for example, one improved principle. When you reduce the quantity of thoughts in the mind, you find relaxation and calmness. When you change the quality of thoughts in the mind, it gives you the joy inside. But until I know first the nature of the mind, the thoughts, and the feeling and the emotions, either you learn from the teacher or you learn from any teacher. It hardly makes any difference. But you don't want to pay attention. You don't want to learn. You don't want to plow the field. You don't want to add the fertilizer. You don't want to water it. You simply sow the seed. Okay, let me sow the seed. Where is the meditation? Nothing happens. So the first step is listening and learning the principle. That is the mirror. This is the knowledge which helps you to know yourself face to face. You have to live in it. Second step, contemplation and reflection. Third step, practice, practice, practice. Without the practice, you cannot reach to, but practice based on the clarity in the intellect. What, from where the clarity comes? By learning the principles. When you learn these principles, the first step, I don't know, let me know it. I've been talking a lot about it. To hit your mind that is heavily conditioned and that is constantly moving into anxiety, duality, and a conflict. I don't have even 5 minutes to pay 100% attention on the principles. And I say, oh, let me achieve success. No, your practice doesn't. It is not my practice. You have to do the practice. The mindfulness simply means that knowledge becomes the mirror and you are seeing yourself. So while seeing yourself into the mirror of that knowledge, you know Here is the conditioning, drop it. Here is the sense of anxiety and the cause of it, drop it. Here are the thoughts, unwanted thoughts, drop it. And ultimately, what is left? The state of mindfulness. But if I'm not ready to face myself, how we can achieve success? So that is why we say, I don't know, let me know it. Second, I don't understand, let me understand it. Third, I don't experience, let me practice it. Without having a driving license, you go to the car dealer, buy a car, and you say, let me start driving? Has that happened to anyone in the world? What I do? I prepare myself. I plan to buy a car. But before that, I must be ready, capable to drive. I know the set of rules on the road and the skill set of driving. Exactly the same thing happens in mindfulness or meditation or any journey. That helps me to succeed in any journey of self discovery and the mindfulness. Atma vare drashtavya, shrotavyo mantavyo nidhitya satyavyo Maitreyi. Maitreyi is the name of a beautiful wife of a master who lived 3,000 years ago. The wife asked the husband, who was an expert in this journey of meditation and mindfulness, how to achieve success. Atmavari, drashtavya. Honey, my dear honey, he said, by listening and learning the principles, by contemplating and reflecting on these principles, by practicing regularly, we achieve success in the journey of mindfulness. See that. This is what is the masses given to us by the master who lived more than 3,000 years ago. I don't have a time to listen to you. Don't listen to me, but listen to the principles. So these principles are the knowledge. They act like a mirror. When you contemplate and reflect, 50% of the problems of the mind will be dropped when you listen to these principles and contemplate and reflect on it. Because both two things happens. You improve the quality of a thought and you improve the quantity of a thought. How do you know I am in stress? Thought is there. Thought plus experience is there. See that. Look at one principle and before we go into the practice. What is the thought and experience? Mathematical equation. Experience of the anxiety is equal to object plus I. Any object. Good experience. You got a gift of a diamond ring. So what is that experience? Experience is equal to diamond plus I. Next day, the diamond ring is lost. So what is your experience? Experience plus is equal to diamond ring plus I. Because you lost it. Your experience of losing it. So one day it gives you the pleasure, the other day it gives you the pain. So when you live into that real I, What is that real I becomes? Real I is equal to experience minus object. You drop the object, experience also drops. And what is left? Real I. What is the real I? The nature of the real I is permanent peace and happiness, love and wisdom, my friends. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. We have been doing the practice in stages. Sit or lie down. First stage, position of the body. Make it comfortable. And the mind is facing within. Unease, realign your joints of the body. No worries. But what is the most important? And that important point takes a long time to understand. What did I say? Let the mind is facing within, looking within, moving within. First stage, first step. Eyes are closed, the body is steady, and the mind is facing within. But even if we are not ready, even after listening the talk for half an hour, where would be the result? Position of the body, and the mind is looking within. Mind is facing within. In the morning session, there were 10 people. They have been doing this journey for the last 8 weeks, twice a week. And I saw all the 10 people, their body was naturally steady. They did not force the body to be still. A natural state of steadiness comes when the mind is facing within. How it happens in the field of awareness. Check yourself. I'm not comparing, but I'm just explaining the principle. The second step is being comfortable. We settle ourselves. Further, how do we settle? Looking at, mind is looking at the neck joint. You see, after these 8 weeks, in the first week, couple of people, when I say that move the mind on the neck joint, they started moving the neck joint. What did I say? Move the mind on the neck joint, not the neck joint to the mind. And now what is happening? The mind goes to the neck joint, you feel the sensation, you're comfortable, and you have the steadiness. The mind goes to the shoulder joints. So your shoulder joint doesn't move, but your mind is aware of it. You feel the experience. And what is that experience when the mind is facing within? You have a natural experience of sensation, being comfortable, and steadiness. Stage 1 prepares the ground for deepening, for starting the journey. No, I don't want to start the car, I want to drive it. How it is possible? That is how I guide based on the teachings of those masters. There is nothing that I give you. All is coming from the teachings of those masters who have been teaching for the last 6 to 10,000 years. Looking at the hip joint, being there, feeling there, experiencing sensation, being comfortable and steadiness. So in the stage 1, we prepare the ground, we are applying the field, we are also adding the fertilizer. Now see that what a fertilizer is. Being carefree is a fertilizer. Once you plow the field, what is that fertilizer? What is that meaning of being carefree? Thoughts are coming and going. No thought, whether you like it or dislike it, continues to stay 24 by 7. So what is the nature of the mind? Wandering. Thought comes and goes. What they look like? They look like the birds flying in the sky. You cannot find the same bird in the sky, in the same position, same way. You cannot find a single thought returning to you exactly at the same time, at the same place, with the same person. See, we need to learn these principles. So what is being carefree? The birds are flying in the sky. Are you aware of the sky behind the birds? Yes. Become aware of the mental space behind all these thoughts. Let the thought come and go. Understanding is very important. What do we understand? I have anxiety. I am lonely. I have lot of problems. These are the thoughts. So we have to improve the quality of a thought. Anyhow, the first step, preparing the ground, being carefree. Now, when the mind is still running after those thoughts, which says, no, I have lot of problem, you don't understand. No, I have anxiety, I have duality and a conflict. So our master says, purify the mind. We take an indirect approach. We don't fight with the mind directly. Can you fight with the soil? No. You add fertilizer, you water it, loosen it. So let us loosen that ground. How? That comes into the second stage of this meditation journey. So look deep inside the forehead in the space and start breathing quick, short, and playful breath. Just continue. Quick, short, playful breath. You are playing with the breath. Don't think that you are doing some great work. Just play with the breath. Eyes are closed. You just play with the breath. Just play with the breath, and eyes are closed. You're listening to me. Your mind is focused deep inside. Mind is focused deep inside, and you are breathing. Continue. In the first step, we prepare the ground for meditation. You don't start the car, you said, let me drive it. You have to start the car first. That was the first stage. The second stage is the purification of the mind. And stop it. Eyes are closed. So you experience some kind of a freshness inside. I gave that simile. What is that simile I gave? That simile was you plow the field, add the fertilizer, and you add the fertilizer, and so that was, and then you sow the seed. So I said, So, in the first step, we experience sensation, being comfortable and steadiness. In the first stage, we realize all these thoughts, let them come and go. We do not need to chase them. In the second stage of the first step, we purified the mind. When the soil is tough, you cannot put this seed into it. You have to water it. And that is what we did, the short and but in the second stage, your body is also already in the state of steadiness. It is experiencing the deepening of the sensation. If you are not experiencing, you have not completed the first step clearly. How simple it is to understand, my friend. Then, in the second stage, we will do another step that will help us to move deeper. What is that deeper? Take a deep, silent, slow breath. Would you listen to me? Is your mind listening? You have to inhale without making any noise. It should be deep, silent, and slow. Every inhalation. And when you start breathing out, make the humming sound louder, deeper, longer without moving any part of the body. Let us do it 10 times and see what happens. You don't make a hurry to inhale. The moment you make a hurry during inhalation, you do the fast breathing, you make a noise, the mind loses that awareness, and then you say, I don't succeed in mindfulness. Continue. Your mind is not in a hurry. See that? You are improving the quality of your mind. When you breathe deep, silent, and slow, when you are totally free from the body challenges, what is that? You maintain the steadiness of the body. You're not forcing the body to be steady, it is natural. And it cannot happen in a day. Why? Because of you, not because of me. Continue doing the humming sound. Continue doing the humming sound. In the state of, what is that state? In the state of steadiness of the body, my friends. And if the body is not steady, let me do it. I know I have lot of complaints in the body. No, we did not learn the principles correctly. We did not pay the attention on the principles. Will you ever say while driving the car, my car is shaking, I don't know why? Not possible. You're still doing the humming sound. We are into the second stage where we are watering the field of the mind to go deeper in the state of sensation, being comfortable and steadiness. And any thought is coming during this practice, let it come and go. We are clear about it. So when you are clear about it, your journey becomes joyful. And now stop the humming sound and experience. We let us move into the stage 3. In the stage 3, what happens? The mind prevents the body to move. You experience the deepening of the sensation in the body. So, what is that deepening of the sensation in the body? Just look at the head and the neck. You experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Where? In your own body. No, I don't feel why you are moving. No, I cannot help myself. You did not do the first two stages. You see that it is so much rational clarity of understanding. So you are move the mind on the right arm, be there. Where? The mind is on the right arm. You don't move the right arm. The body naturally doesn't move. And if it moves, the mind is going outside, and we say, no, I don't feel like that. Why? We don't follow the three steps. Move the mind on the right arm. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Left arm, just be there. Be there. So when you are there, you see the left arm in the state of sensation, relaxation, and stillness. So move the mind on the chest and the belly, where your mind is. Are you aware of your own rib cage in the belly? No, I'm thinking of something else. So we did not follow the first two stages. How simple it is. Looking at the chest and the belly, we experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. The mind moves on the right leg. You feel the sensation, relaxation, and stillness. I'm making the practice a little more simple. Move the mind on the left leg. What I'm saying, our level of awareness goes up if we follow the stage 1 and 2 correctly. In that level of awareness, the mind naturally moves on where I'm asking, and the mind remains there. The body doesn't move and it gives you an experience of sensation, relaxation, and stillness. The mind moves on the entire body, from the top of the head to the toes. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. The mind moves again on the entire body. Simply, it is becoming aware. It is looking mentally. So, when you are looking mentally, You experience that sensation, relaxation, stillness. No, I'm not feeling that. Did you follow the stage 1 and 2 correctly? Did you understand it? So that's why I'm sending you the audio file to do the work on your mind by doing the regular practice and listening and learning. No, I don't have time. That doesn't work. So stage 3 is also done. And now we will move into the stage 4. And what I'm saying in a stage 4, you experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness in the body. 1. The mind is living within. 2. The mind is looking at the breath. Which breath the mind is looking at? The breath that is going in and out. So when the breath is going in, drop the mantra Om Shanti. What is the meaning of the Om Shanti? There is peace. Simple. Om is peace. Om is a symbol. What is it represents? It represents the highest consciousness. Where it is located? On the crown of the head. See that. You need not to tie yourself with anything. I said Om is a symbol. So the moment you say Om Shanti, your mind triggers that the peace is within. No, I don't see the peace. Come on, you do the practice. You have recently started driving. You bring the car outside your garage, you've started the car, you have covered not even a mile. You say, I have reached. Where did I reach my house? Which is 20 miles away. See that? That anxiety in the mind is settled by the first 3 stages. So if we don't follow these 3 stages carefully, so the breath is going in Om Shanti, the breath is coming out Om Shanti. So whatever masters guide us, when the breath is going in, you look inside the forehead and say mentally Om Shanti. Just drop it like a drop of water. What it takes? It only takes an awareness, my friend. The moment the breath returns, Om Shanti. So, what you are doing with the breath, you are not changing the rate and the rhythm of the breath at this moment. Your mind will say, I understand, but some thought will come and the mind will change the breath. Why it is changing? We have not followed the first 3 stages correctly, 100%. It is something like you learn driving except how to brake, how to use the brake. What is going to happen? You know it. Every stage gives you that deeper insight. So, how did you learn to give a brake to your car? You get the knowledge. And that is what I talk for first half of the journey. Here are the principles. Please pay attention, understand it. Continue. The breath goes in, Om Shanti. Breath comes out, Om Shanti. So, what do you remember? You do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath. Your mind flow with the breath, dropping Om Shanti, my friends. What I'm guiding you is not a rocket science. If you maintain your awareness, it is done. And now drop Om Shanti. Three-pointed awareness of the breath is the stage 5. I started today's session by giving an example. The first stage of meditation, plow the field of the mind, add fertilizer, water it, then sow the seed. First stage is over. Second stage, you wait, you do nothing. And that waiting period is three-pointed awareness of the breath. Your mind should be 100% clear, you do nothing. That also includes you don't move the body. That also includes your mind is not running after a thought that we have completed in the stage 1. No, you don't understand. No, really, I don't understand. Why don't you understand your own mind? Now I'm saying just out of cheerfulness, hammering your mind to make you understand. Three-pointed awareness. What is there? You simply know the breath is going in and out. Yes, I know it. That is awareness. Live into that awareness. Second point of awareness. When the breath goes in or comes out, you have a feeling of sensation inside the nose. Let it be. Let the sensation come and go. And the third point, do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath. Just live into that state and see how come the mindfulness will not succeed. But in the background, the stage 1 is fully complete. The first 4 stages are complete. You have plowed the field, fertilizer, water, sowing the seed. Then only the sapling will grow. If our mind wants, where is the sapling? Did you sow the seed? No. Did you water it? No. Did you plow the field of the mind? No. See that. Now doing nothing. Live into that state of. What is that state? State of doing nothing, my friend. You're in the state of doing nothing. Just living into that state. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Now the last step, bring your mind to the right hand. Your mind to the left hand, lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes if your hands are clean. Open the eyes inside the palms, know your experiences, and bring the hands down. We will share our experiences now.